everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Motogp 24 Queerman. Now, in the last episode, we had some interesting overtakes from our teammates. Now, one thing I want to show off here is the rider wall, where fellow riders leave comments about the previous race. I'm just going to read Takanakami. If you have watched the previous episode, you'll know roughly what he did to me. It happened, it's alright, I'm fine. Even if I would have preferred to finish the race, D blah 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 didn't do it on purpose. What's important is that we are all fine and we can ride in the next race. Now, my response, if anything, it was me who was at risk of falling off because you don't know how to ride a motorbike. He lunged me from... I was in India, he was in Taiwan. He lunged me and almost murdered me, but yet I'm the villain. So yeah. Absolutely never liked Nakagami, won't like him in the future, and from here on out we are enemies, even though I'm going to be on a factory Honda next year or somewhere else. Anyway, it is time to go to the Pertamina Grand Prix of Indonesia. I have a lot of Indonesian fans, so hello to all you Indonesians out there. Let's go to your home race, because I ain't got one. Just quickly guys, if you do enjoy today's video, if you wouldn't mind, let me know with either a like or a comment, and maybe even consider subscribing for future videos. Thanks, back to the video. So, usually I don't show you this part of the weekend, but it is the very first minute of the very first session. It is Friday morning. It's raining every single set. Well, it's forecast to rain every single session. There's not one session short this weekend that is supposedly going to be dry. I don't even know if we have, like, do we have enough tires to do a whole weekend in the rain? So, we have 6 front tires. Okay, that's not too bad. And 7 rears, so like that's not a lot of track time. I just couldn't get over how extreme. Now maybe the forecasts are wrong, maybe, but like for example, if I want to use a soft in this session, if I want to use soft in qualifying, if I want to use soft in the sprint, a soft in the race, all my soft tires gone. Now, I know that's not too bad, but if I go to the front tire, I only have 3, so I can't even. I have to either sprint, so I can't use a soft in today, so I don't know. It's such a... It's quite good in a way though, because it's more realistic, because a lot of time I feel like I don't use enough tires and I'm always able to run the tires I want, so now I actually have to pick my tires. But yeah, just said I'd pop that in there before we get some laps thrown. That it's going to be a wet one. You give the Irishman a bit of rain, he performs. P2 at the end of practice, which means we're directly into Q2, which means we're stopping at the minimum, starting at the start 12. What a weekend so far here in Indonesia. If I keep this up, they'll make me a patron saint. I cannot wait to get on with the rest of this weekend. Now, slight pinch of salt. The times are ridiculously close for everyone. That was done on a set of softs. I'm not sure if I can race them. Tire wear is quite high, so I'm flying through a set of tires, so I need to be quite kind of careful with that, because don't want to kind of have to run a used worn tire in a race, especially in the last race, which would be the worst one. So I'm not too sure. It looks like we decent pace over 1 lap, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting weekend. I just feel like out of the corners I don't lose as much in the rain. It doesn't seem to make a difference. I'm still granite on the brakes and I can really push the bike. So yeah, no, again, it's a very difficult track, a lot of weird curves, a lot of really awkward trail braking. It's an awkward old track, this Mandalika track, but yeah, we're fast. Let's go. So we are consistent, another mid 38.5 to be exact. We are, of course, top Honda, but also massive shout out to Johan Zarco down in P12. But middle of row 2 is prime position for me. For my last 10 races, I don't think I could even see 5th position from how far back I've been starting. But yeah, we're in the fight for... I don't want to say podium, because I think the GP24s and maybe a cost have a bit more, even though I know if you take Martin out, I'm less than a quarter of a tenth off pole. Martin was just the alien. But still, I think over race trim, that bike just comes out on its own, whereas I think I've been making the difference here in the rain. But we'll see. This sprint might be my best chance, but it'll also be a big learning curve just to show me what I need to know for the main race. But I'm really excited. Let's get into this one. So, of course, we're going fresh, soft. I was quite cunning in my race weekends for preparation. I use the same softs in pre-practice as well as my qualifying lap. So we have a fresh set for the sprint and the main race, which is ideal, as I'd imagine even in the long distance I still want to soft as the performance is a lot better. But yeah, let's get going. It is currently raining. It doesn't look like it's going to let up, so we're going to have consistent conditions throughout, and that makes me excited.
Martin heads from pole position. All of the other riders on the grid breathing down his neck. In a few seconds, the lights will go out and the race will begin.
Okay. Turn traction up, turn power down in the wet. It's been an okay start. Definitely an okay start. I've held position pretty much. Oh, here comes the barge. We're a little bit wandering through turn one. That is another Honda in front of me. Not anymore. Now through the... Oh, Zarko. The time traps all week long. Sector 1 has been where I am deadly. I am the fastest person without question through Sector 1. Now that result in good race performance? I do not know, but let's see what it does to us. Gonna get a couple of laps under my belt here in the sprint. Oh, they're very wide. They all kind of pulled each other in there. Gonna get a lap or two under my belt just to kind of have a feeling how this race is gonna go. Don't make any rash decisions early. Got a decent start for once in my life, so I don't really need to fight back from any wandering positions. This sector here all weekend long has been my kryptonite. That would have been the difference this sector between me and Paul, I'd imagine. Oh, I've done that so many times all weekend and I've lost the front. We've just held on to position ahead of Zarko. We've dropped time to Pecco. Look what we take back in turn 1 alone. It's a much different career when I get to be at the front and battling the likes of the championship leaders and Pecco and the top guys in the championship and not being punted off the track by a certain Nakagami. Oh, mistake from Vinales. Drop the rest of the group, so it looks like P6 is mine at a minimum, but I reckon don't make a mistake in this last corner again. You could maybe start going forward on this next lap. Already 9.3, it's respectable. Only 10th off the fastest man, which is Bastianini. Ooh, we've missed a gear on the downshift, let's push us a touch wide. But in the rain we can square it off. Definitely faster than Vinales. He looks like he's struggling now, labouring a small bit. Gonna go for a bit of a switch back on him. Nicely done. I am loving these conditions. The rain has always been said as the great leveller in all forms of motorsport, and Motogp, the top level of motorcycles, is no different. Oh, I'm being dragged into the lines now. Echo's starting to fall from the front three. Falling into my clutches. Acosta's made the same mistake as Vinales. Gonna put him offline. And Pecco up the inside into the podium positions, P3. Oh, look what we take out of Acosta, but we do put the front end under severe strain doing it. We go for same move on Acosta. He's gone a bit deep. We're going to go for it. Could we squeeze a podium out of Pecco? First sector, they call it at the start of the race. That's where we're fast. Pecco on the curve. It's not going to do his run through any good. Definitely close in a bit through there with that spinning from the world champion. Wide through there as well. Got a good cut back. Pecco, unfortunately, is demoned on the brakes. But he's wide, he's wide, he's wide. GP24 is good out of the corner, just too good for now. But again, he looks like he's gone deep again. Gonna get the cut back on him. Oh, he's left us room there, but not enough. Last corner's just where, again, I'm weak still. On to our last lap. We want this podium in a sprint. Have to do it now. Again, close right up to him into turn 1. Bit of margin back to Luke guys behind. He's a touch wide. We're going to go for it. You know what's coming. Does Pecco know what's coming? We're going to have to go a little bit more aggressive on him because he was just a bit further ahead. Oh, he comes back at us. He's come back at us. This is brilliant. Can we stay on the track? We have. But he's gone too aggressive. Surely, can we get the cut back? No, we can't. He's wide through here last time, so we're going to go a bit slower in, but maybe too slow in. That could be the opportunity gone. Again, he takes that wide line. He's on the curb though, big moment. We're going to try and shut around the outside, but he basically runs up the inside very fast. We know he's going to come back to us, so we're going to get the line. We hold the white line. Can we get it? Up the inside we go. We're touch deep. We're touch deep. So is Pecco. He tried to hold her on the outside. Right, there's only one corner now. It's tight right at the end of this little sector. We can defend that. We should be okay. Try and take as much weight off the front. Again, need to defend this. Looks like we've done it though. I think we have the podium, do we? Yes, we do. Sprint race podium here in Indonesia. What a result that is.
As the riders return to the pits, let's take a look at the final results of this race.
So it looks like Pecco was the slowest, having some issues on the sprint with the GP24. Jorge Martin and Bastianini absolutely rapid, doing basically qualifying laps every lap. So tap my hats to them. Fortunately, not much I could do with them. Maybe if I get away with them, I could trouble them. But the fact I got away, I dropped to 6th on the opening lap, then fought my way back past Pedro, Maverick, and Francesco as well. So, yeah, what a result. We get a bronze medal for our sprint. What a result. It's been so long since we've been at this sharp end. And yeah, again, shout out to Zark or P7 on the Honda. Fair play to him. So, once again, it looks like the softs are the best tire for these conditions. It sounds just in my headphones here as if the rain is slightly heavier than yesterday. So, maybe the race will be a bit slower. Yeah, we got the podium yesterday. We weren't a million miles off the front too. We can just maybe get up and going earlier in the race, start making moves. It took us kind of 3 or 4 laps before we could really start making moves on people. So, maybe we can have just a slightly better first 2 laps. If we can get lap 1 done and then start to push a bit. And see if we can maybe make a few positions at the start and go from there. But again, it's going to be a very tricky race in the rain. A small mistake could cost us a lot, but we have nothing to lose, so let's push all out.
After clinching another great pole, Martin will start from top spot. A few moments more and we'll see the race.
It'll be ultra aggressive, I think, into turn 1. I think that's my best opportunity. I can get a lunge on a couple of them. Decent start to fields, I like again. Oh, there's a couple of riders up my inside, need to be careful. P4, amazing, that's good. Immediately, we're going to look for the cutback on Acosta. He's not there, that's good. We need to settle in now. D3 immediately. This is perfect. See, can we go with now the top 2 men in the world at the moment, Enea Bastianini and Jorge Martin. No question, these are meant to beat this weekend, as have been most weekends. So if we can even just stick with them for a lap, see where they're strong, see where I'm strong. Very wide from Bastianini, but we're not going to have a chance to get that cut back. Our favourite move of the weekend. Second half lap, these lads are absolutely motoring. I'm actually a bit quicker, I reckon, in this first sector. I might need to try and clear an A at the end of this lap or start the next lap, as I reckon Jorge is just starting to scrape. If I have any ambitions of winning this race, I need to get that done as soon as possible if I can at all. So chance now, we did 39.0 on this last lap. That is so fast in these conditions. We'll go for a famous move. Does he have the run to get us back though? Oh, he does, just like his teammate. He's pushed us even further wide. I'm going to try and hold it, but look what Martin is getting away. Under investigation. First track limits warning. And Bastianini got a warning, which I think is fair. Jorge Martin up ahead. Oh, and look, this curve spinning it right up, which is exactly what I want to see. Using rubber, not going forward. Have to clear Bastianini soon though. I wouldn't say we're faster, but we can lurch onto the back of Jorge Martin if we can get away. I feel like Jorge Martin is so fast but has a mistake in him. Not a warning. Would it be worth it if we can get ahead of him? Oh, we just couldn't pull it down. He's wide, so are we though. Who's worse? Looks like me. Gonna do a peck with it, just turn it across like that. We're gonna go for the sweeping line if we can. Oh, he's touch wide, just enough to fit a Honda through there. P2, finally. Oh, are we blowing it? No, we're nicely on the apex. Nice late apex. Open up this last sector. Just feels like my electronics through here are not good. I just feel like the GP24s just get away from me. And then this corner here is just, oh, it's horrible. I have so little trust in the front. And a corner like that, I usually be all over the rear brake, but in the wet, can't do it. Into the 38. Come on, let's go after Jorge Martin now. So much out in turn 1. Now, I'm happy staying at his speed, so we're not going to try and pass him yet. If I can stay with him, I'll gladly do it because we have a good bit of race left here. A lot of miles to be ticked off. Once I can keep him at somewhat of a distance from me. Oh, it could be a third warning. Oh, you can see we're a bit on edge here. Got warnings that we didn't get into sprint or anywhere else through the weekend, really. But it looks like already we've seen to, just by passing an he's kind of lost the elastic band effect. Oh, huge mistake from Martin. We passed him. He's got out on that curb one more time. Just heard the revs. And I just managed to just kind of level him into that right-hander. And we lead the Indonesian Grand Prix. Now, I was kind of sitting comfortably behind him, just again, ticking off the laps, like I said. And watch how the GP24 is just so much better than me through here. Oh, he's gone. He's picked me up. That says all I need to know, but jeez, he's... Oh, look at us. We're both squirming around. That'll bring the Italian back into it now. Same mistake again. He's having some serious issues here. We just weren't close enough this time to do the move again. It's very wide there, but I don't want to pass him in this last sector, as he's just too good through here, and I will be re-overtaken. The way he overtook me there, we could both end up being DNF in this race, so we're going to play the long game. I'm going to suffer through here. Do my best to stick with him. Oh, we're wide here, I'd say. A lot of trust in that Ducati, I'll give him that. Oh, he's a little bit deep. He's absolutely sideways everywhere, in fairness to him. We both touched the curbs there, that was less than ideal. We've absolutely buggered off from the rest of the pack. I know Bastianini's done a million miles back, but he's quite a bit alright. Don't think I'll get this move done on Martin, to be honest. I think I'm going to have to try something different. This move in here, maybe, if I get a bit of run through there. Oh, there's a bit of contact, so we'll make sure not to pass him, as that would be probably a warning if there was. Just touch wide there, like Pecco was in the sprint. The run we have. Go for on the brakes. We're gone wide. We're gone wide. Oh, we're both off the track. Oh, Martina completely lost the front. Thankfully, nowhere near it now, Bastianini. So that's one attempt gone out the window. Now we are quick on this S section here, but just don't have anything on him to do it where he's strong. He has a look. Thankfully I'm still here. I'm even changing my line out through that last sector. Trying to get some resolve. It's a better run out of the last corner. You can see in that slipstream. This might be the lap to go for it. Oh, we did it. Look at that. Around the outside. Alright, we need to push now. Qualifying lap. That was an incredible overtake. It wasn't actually on purpose. It was I wanted to close the gap to try and do it here. Take the defensive line, because I know he'll probably try and fight back immediately. As long as that tag in the top corner stays green, I'm pretty happy. First lap in a long time, we've had some clear air, so let's see if we can push on. An ultimate lap and we lead. Oh, so out of control. Oh, they're both there. This is the GP24 sector now. We're coming. Not yet, but we're getting there. I know this left-hander turn 12. I am very good in and out of. Not too bad into 13 as well. Touch wide that time. Just showing how much we're pushing. I'll just make sure I get this stopped nicely. I know he will gain a lot in here. We are a bit deep, but kind of our line. Good exit out of the last corner. And that could set us up for our first proper win of the season. Up to the line, fast lap of the race for me. Almost matching Jorge Martin earlier in the race. Alright, we need a perfect lap here of this Indonesian Mandalika circuit. Deep there again. We are ever so slightly over the limit everywhere. Yeah, riding the wheels off, but I think we have it. Hargam 18 looks like he's probably thought to himself, who's this guy? Haven't seen him all year. He's not fighting any championships. It's up to 1.2. Still need to get it to the line though. Any small mistake can be found out in the wet. Last corners. Just need to make sure of it. Up to 2 seconds. We've completely dropped him. He is obviously rolled just to make sure he beats Bastianini, which, to be honest, he's in a championship fund. I'm not. Out of last corner. We're going to win here in the main race in Mandalika. P3 in the sprint. Victory on Sunday. What a weekend we've had here in Indonesia.
In a few minutes, the top 3 riders will arrive for their well-deserved podium ceremony. In the meantime, let's take a look at the Motogp race final results.
Absolutely buzzing of that one. I knew ever since I saw the weather forecast before the race weekend began, I knew just maybe there could be something on the cards. We might be able to spring a result. I remember in India feeling fast but just not being able to qualify and not being able to overtake, whereas here there's a lot less slow corners. It's much more flowing. You can saw in that sector one I was absolutely golden. I was beautiful into one of the breaks with that amazing overtake that we did to win the race. Probably the best thing I've done all season was that overtake. And yeah, from there on, looks like Hargam Martin said, yeah, championship for me, man. And would you blame him? He's 73 points now. We're going into, I think we have 5 races left, or 5 rounds after this. We have jumped up 2 positions. We came into this in P8. Alessio Spagaro and Franco Morbidelli now behind us, and we're back up to the top 6, which is absolutely incredible. Let's just have a quick look down, see where it will be. Zarco, who's in P20, so look at that. Look at that. That is absolutely crazy. I'm absolutely delighted with that one. I cannot get over how good of a weekend it is. Up the rain.
The winner is over the moon, and quite rightly, indulging in a few celebrations with his team. We're picking up again live from the track where the top 3 riders have just arrived on the podium for the trophy ceremony. We've seen a very exciting race, and these riders deserve all the love from the fans.
So this reward scene is going to be pretty good. So we're up to the champion this time. I don't think we're going to lose it. Pretty good weekend all around, getting all of my objectives, even an extra objective with 11,000 after that as well. So that has been a beautiful weekend in terms of that. We've got a new turning point, unique opportunity, or final call. So I think it knows we're going into the final part of the season. Let's see what we get. Unique opportunity. What is that? So, for Japan, also known as the home track of Honda, Honda owned the twin ring Motegi. Honda seems to have decided to aim at a horn. A victory against Marini will be decisive for the future. So basically, it looks like his seat is up for grabs. If I can beat him, which would be ideal, that is what I want. Next year, I want to be on the factory bike, and we can start developing it. So, yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing that. Let's see who has been talking. Alex Marquez. Alex Marquez. So I'm going to just kind of keep nothing with them. Kind of keep them somewhat happy. As I think next year I could be fighting against them a lot, kind of around the top 10s, hopefully, if we get on the factory bike. But guys, what an amazing episode that has been. I'm so glad I've finally been able to show my speed in this career mode, and finally we got a round where bike that's kind of worked for me and gave me this kind of platform to push on and give a good showing, because that's, I know, last couple of rounds and videos have been kind of dull with me being nowhere and overriding and making mistakes trying to get positions up for 0 points. But man, a P3 go straight through to Q2, which was amazing. That's you let alone the results on the Sunday. We normally do go forward on a Sunday, but to qualify that well, to get through to Q2 directly, which is such an important thing in modern day GP, even on the bloody game. Yeah, it's just been amazing. I'm so happy and glad everyone hopefully has enjoyed this one. And thank you all for watching. We're going to end it there. Next week we will be going to Japan, to Motogp. Unfortunately, I think we'll crash back down to reality, because if you look at that map, there's a lot of stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, which was Honda's MO for some years. It's not anymore, not with all our aeros, so we might struggle a lot there. But at the same time, a lot of heavy break-ins. Maybe we can do a bit of an Alex Barris on it and make the difference. So let's hope for that, and let's hope for a good result in the next episode too. We're going to end there. Hope you have enjoyed. If you did, drop a like down below, subscribe to see more, and thank you all for watching. Slán go fóill.